Hey everybody, welcome to Get Lucky with Bucky. I'm Bucky. I'm also super tired, Bucky, today. I'm I'm tired. Joining me today is Josh, of course. Hey Josh,
Hello.
how you doing?
I'm good. I'm tired also, but I'm
Yeah.
ready to see this game I know nothing about.
Yeah, it's gonna be a sleepy stream today. Today we are playing Sundered, which I will do this. Sundered. This is a Metroid-vania that I played a long time ago. That I was very big fan of. I'm a very big fan of the art style. Very big fan of the gameplay. Had some weird issues when I first played this game because it was on an old laptop and it was lagging to hell. But thankfully, I got a new PC and it's good, so I'll be able to stream this just
Metroid-vania
fine.
was lagging to hell?
I think it was something weird about my computer that just didn't like it.
Huh.
Oh wait, no, I think I actually did fix the problem then. It was because it automatically set my resolution to 4K. So everything freaked out.
Oh.
Everything freaked out. And I was like, why can't I play this right? And then I went to the options to change it to HD, and I was like, hey, this is smooth as butter.
That would go smoother. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So yes, this is Sundered. I don't want to say too much about it because I want Josh to experience it himself, but all I will say is that it's a Metroidvania, and there are spooky, eldritchy horror thing elements to it. So let's jump right in. That's my old game, don't worry about that. I'm off by 2%, and that makes me upset. Okay, number 2, normal mode.
Well, it's good that it's a spooky game because Morgan and I just were in the middle of the second episode of the last Game Grumps series that just came out of Find Yourself.
Yep.
She was screaming on the couch.
Mm-hmm.
It was a time, and there was a lot of scaries. So I'm looking forward to some more scaries.
They did an oopsie and they released episode 2 yesterday, so which I watched first, and then they went oops and uploaded episode 1. So I watched episode 2, and then this morning watched episode 1.
Yeah, the story is more than I thought it was going to be, and apparently it's only developed by one person from when Morgan was researching.
Yeah,
it's pretty good. The modeling of the game is pretty solid.
I believe it was Unity, right?
It looks like a Unity game, though I can't
that's what I
say definitively.
So we just walking through a desert.
Are you in control of that, or is that?
Yep, I'm moving him.
Oh,
now I'm not in control. Oh, now I am. I still have you.
As a warning, that was not the game speeding by with the motorcycle. That was Brooklyn.
Yes, that was just Brooklyn.
Oh, yoink.
Yep, we got yoinked.
Regions can be accessed. Something.
Yep, loading is fast. So the game, that's the jump. The game is very floaty. I have no ability to attack right now.
Very floaty.
Press A to jump. Whee! Press A, hold A to jump higher. See, this is a spiky thing. If we run into it, we'll get hurt. So we gotta jump over it and still get hurt anyway. All right, let's just die right in the beginning. Doing excellent so far. Awesome. And I can
Press A.
glide on walls.
Wall jump.
Boop, boop, boop. Jump over that.
Okay.
Boop, 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 boop.
So this is basic platformer Metroidvania. Like, is this a roguelike at all, or is this more like Hollow Knight?
It is a Metroidvania. It is straight up like a Metroid, or there is a map. You go through the map, you go to different areas, and you fight bosses.
Oh, that's just like Metroid or a Castlevania.
Pretty much, yeah. Yes. Exactly like that.
Which, speaking of which, they're coming out with a new Metroid.
They
are you excited about this new Metroid?
I am incredibly excited. It's been a while. I'm more so excited. So I've played, oh, I can dodge enemies, that's right. Hello, little electrical guys. So I've been waiting for a new Metroid Prime, so is everybody else, because Metroid Prime is a lot of fun. But I am also excited, left button, there we go. I am also very excited for another 2D Metroid, which is what this next one will be, Metroid Dread.
Wait. It's a 2D Metroid?
It's a new 2D Metroid.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Not Metroid Prime, 2D old school Metroid.
I'm way.
Now you're excited. Now you're excited too.
Yeah, because
you thought it was Metroid Prime, right?
Yeah, I thought it was like Metro Prime or Metroid Echoes or something.
Nope.
I
It's
didn't really
2D.
dive into anything past Prime. So I was like, it's just another one. But another 2D one. All right. Okay. What's up, Told?
Can you read what that says, Josh? Oh, never mind.
Hello-ish. How interesting that a human should find herself in such a place. This is my home. Well, what remains of it? Surely all you I can sense is your future. But fear not, for I, the shining trapezohedron weapon, I shall live my powers. Can fight in this place. Simply listen to me and do as I say. Boom. Nom nom nom.
So yeah, we now have a basically an eldritch horror within us that we use to fight things.
Sweet.
It's pretty cool. So this area is pretty much the central hub.
Okay.
This is a central hub. There is a place to the south. There's a door this way that we can't unlock right now, and there's a door to the left that we can't unlock right now. So there's 3 different areas in this game. And the first one is down below.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure this is also the save spot. I don't know if I can save just yet though. Probably have to die first, and we will die. The enemies in this game at certain points amount to levels of ludicrous. It is sometimes overbearing and insane, and you have no choice but to run.
Oh, there's local coop.
There is local co-op in this game now. That was an added addition. That was a recently added thing with the Eldritch Edition, which is the newer version.
Gotcha.
Hold LT to open the map. There's my map.
Cool.
And that's likely where we gotta go. So we got a little battery here we can't do anything with. We got a door.
Wow, A2 is actually very fitting. Without spoilers, I'm in the middle of Critical Role Season 2 right now. On 20-something episodes left.
Okay.
And the place we just went to is a place called A2.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's very fitting. And it is also very strange shit going on. Matt pulled out a mini from Kingdom Death.
Oh, I love the Kingdom Death minis.
Mm-hmm.
They're so pretty.
We were talking to Taliesin about that at the D&D Beyond party, and how much he loved it. And like at the convention, they have all those minis on display. And I think he was talking about the King Lion or something.
Yes,
whatever.
That's the main mini that comes with Kingdom Death. It's like basically the first boss you fight in Kingdom. Oh god.
Yeah, the thing looks ridiculous. All of it looked ridiculous. Now, I didn't play Kingdom Death, but I think you played with Drew and his brother and cousin.
Yep, we played for a little bit. It's a lot. It is a lot. By the way, if the game volume is too loud or if anything is too quiet, please let me know.
I think it's good for stream, though Told can speak a little bit better to it because I'm listening to it on Echo.
Okay.
For me, I can hear things very faintly, but it's not for me, it's for the audience. Oh, that's a lot, all of a sudden. Good on all volumes. Thanks, man.
Awesome.
So after Monday stream, you know what I found myself in the position of? Name the Echelon Mother.
Yes, that's this.
Okay.
What were you talking about? What did you have yourself in the mood for?
I want to play more.
You want to play Baldur's Gate? Yeah. I mean, we did make a hell of a character.
We did make a hell of a character, and we barely got started.
Yeah. I mean, we spent an hour just making fucking Flintork the Bork, so...
Yeah, really and chatting. Like,
chatting, yeah.
You know, me and people who watch this know that I like to talk about, you know, the creation of things and maybe ideas behind different concepts and really break things down instead of just like, here's the game, here's us playing it, and let's not talk about anything else. I like to talk about that process.
Yeah, that's fair.
I may have mentioned before, but the initial major I wanted to go for in college was video game design from a programming aspect. So that stuff holds a big interest for me. Oh, that's a help set. You can use these shrines to get return with an arrow shot, and I will show you true power.
Now we have a shield.
Limited power. Yes. Always had so many difficulties.
So right off the bat, you can blatantly tell I love the art style in this game.
The art style is gorgeous.
Awesome.
Yeah,
I fell in love with that immediately. That's what drew me to this game.
Yep, there's a parallax background to it too, of course. A big old style stamp of these kind of games nowadays.
Yep. It helps when you're working with. It's the best thing you can do to emulate 3D in a 2D space.
Yeah, exactly.
Really.
And for those who don't know parallax backgrounds, the game is mostly 2D, but the different environments you see that are in the background and in the foreground are layered on top of each other in a 3D way. So when you're walking in a certain direction, those backgrounds can, move or be seen in different angles. And cause a 3D moving effect, and a lot of games in this style support that kind of structure. Very easy to do, honestly, especially like in a Unity setting. It only takes
it's just
a little bit
layers,
of setup
really.
to do. Yep.
Pretty much just layers. As you can see, there's I could basically see from here maybe 4 to 5 different layers. Just in this area alone, you have all those rocks in the background that are on separate layers that you can see moving individually from each other. That's basically what that idea is that there's multiple layers. There's obviously a backdrop. There's your background all the way towards the back. And then you have several layers of rocks in front of it that add to that effect of everything's in different dimensions and moves at a different rate, which is cool.
Yep. Including the different things here, like the top of the cave that you see up there, the platforms you're jumping on, the background right directly behind this. There's a lot of backgrounds to it. Again, very cool, smart, relatively easy style to gain that 3D look in a 2D space.
Hollow Knight did that in a really cool way of not only incorporating things behind the player, but also incorporating things in front of the player as well to add a level of depth like that would typically not normally be able to see. But it's really cool.
Yeah, good, smart foreground design can really help a game out. It gives it a lot more depth. You can look at something without the foreground and be like, wow, that's really great. And then putting that bit of depth in there makes it can feel claustrophobic in a cave environment. Having less of that, but just foliage on the bottom can make it feel more open on top. There's a lot of creative ways you can use foreground art to enhance the look of the game.
Okay, so right now we're just kind of exploring. And
what's up, Hiru?
Figuring things out. Hi, Hiru. What were you
So
about to say?
we're just exploring. We got some power from Eldritch God A, and there's Valkyries that are part of lore. There's Elder Shards, which make me think just Elder Gods in general.
You would not be far off.
Nah. Which, you and I both have our interests in... Well, sorry, let me rephrase this. John and I have our interests in the lore behind, Lovecraftian stuff. We do not have interest in Elder Gods. I should be very clear about that. Or at least I don't. John hasn't told me.
Elder Gods?
Yeah.
I don't know if I've read... Well, no, that's a lie. I've read a couple stories with Elder Gods in them.
Yeah, I'm saying there's no shrine in your room or something, right?
Oh, no!
Okay.
No!
Yeah, you started worrying me with maybe?
Oh, no, I thought you... interest as in, interested in the stories.
Yeah.
But that's about
what
it.
I mean.
Yeah, no, I'm not a worshiper of Eldritch Gods.
Yeah. No, I found a weird book called The Yellow King just sitting on your
Yeah,
your dresser.
don't go through that door on the left. That is the Necronomicon in there. You don't want to read that.
You got it. Fresh leather. Yay.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
it's always
a
weird question when you're in a D&D game or RPG in general, and they're like, make a nature check to see what kind of leather it is. I know what kind of leather it is.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah.
Ow, that hurt.
Which actually we went through that in the secret room in the death house.
Yes, that is correct. It was made out of people.
It was made out of people.
It was definitely made out of people, and it was gross.
Yeah, kind of like Soylent Green.
So you can see this is kind of how the map functions in this game. It is overall, there are certain parts that are static, like the room with the Valkyrie statue. There's certain things that are like, these things will never change. But the areas that are big squares that have little tiles in them, that's all procedurally generated.
Oh yeah, the ones that are big squares tend not to get in trouble too much.
Yeah, so that, like, the ones where you have to, like, fill in those little tiles and go from place to place, every time you die and go back, those are procedurally generated.
So I noticed there's also 2 different types of locks.
Yes. Ability gate and a shortcut. So their ability gates, I believe, are areas you can't get to without certain skills, and then shortcuts are things you can unlock to just get back there faster, which I'm progressing at a basic rate right now, so I'll eventually
Interesting
unlock
that's
shortcuts.
marked.
It is more helpful for people who like to go back and get things.
No, like, it's interesting, but it's smart.
Yeah, it's helpful. It's helpful because
now-
you don't have to sit there wasting your time going, can I get there? I don't know. Let's find out.
Now, the interesting question is, because it's only as good as, this next part would suggest, does the lock go away the moment you get the ability, or the moment you use the gap?
I believe... Oh, God, no! Ow. I believe it's when it will unlock and then stay there when you are able to access it. So it, basically, once you get past that location and unlock the next room, it will open up.
Okay. That's better. Because if it went away the moment you got the ability, you'd be like, oh shit, where was that?
Yeah, no. It stays. The locks, I believe, always stay there, no matter if you have them open or closed.
Gotcha. Okay.
And these little tiny beads I'm collecting from these canisters are basically experience that I can use to upgrade my abilities later on when I die. But so far, I'm doing pretty good. Not dying yet. But
Any
I will.
currency system, or is that really it?
That is basically the currency system.
Okay.
It's that. Oh!
Now, what's the reason you're versing these things? Do you have one yet?
They're trying to kill me.
Okay.
Right now, it's basically just they're trying to kill me. I am here. I don't think a lot was explained as far as why you came here. I assume we don't know a lot about this person yet. I don't think I actually know a lot about this person in general.
It looked like, wow, actually A2 being a research laboratory is actually incredibly funny considering what I said earlier. What was I going to say?
Oh,
oh, yeah, it looked like in the beginning you were just kind of wandering through the desert and got yoinked. Like, it didn't look like you wanted to go here.
Yeah, I think you get sucked into this and I have to basically fight your way out.
Yeah, okay, well, that makes sense. That's a perfectly good reason to do something. That was one of my initial problems with Hollow Knight was you go down because you just feel a drive to. I was like, okay, but very similar to, like, Strahd we were just talking about, or, modules in D&D where you need to escape something because you're in trouble. Like, that's a great motive, because if you don't do the motive, you're stuck and entrapped and may die.
Yep, that's
What's
fair.
a better motive than survival?
So that's what happens with the locks, is they just do that. They turn gray when you open them or go past
Great.
them.
Oh, that is very Metroid then in terms of, like, ability gates.
Yes, yeah. There are certain things. It's helpful because you're not going to sit there wasting your time like, can I get through this? I guess not.
Yeah,
it's pretty
blatantly like, no.
Yeah, you can't get past this, and then when you do unlock that ability, it's pretty obvious what ability you need to get through that area. Oh, hi.
Now, what's the difference between this version and the Eldritch version?
I believe they probably added a few things. I believe the addition of co-op is an addition, because that wasn't in the original game. And I think there may be another boss? I'm not 100% sure. Oh, God. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to get to a boss today. Probably not.
Well, this seems like a very, I'm going to use this word lightly, very chill game, where...
It's pretty chill. It gets chaotic later.
Yeah, there's not a lot to really chat about in the moment until you get to like certain bosses
Yeah.
or certain abilities or upgrades or whatever.
Yeah.
Now you were saying the other day on Monday during the
Mhm.
Baldur's Gate 2 stream that you were not planning on doing like a full run through maybe of this game, but you were thinking of exploring the genre.
Yes. Well, this game I might do a full run through.
Okay.
I'm not entirely sure yet. But I was also considering just kind of doing like different games within the genre of Metroidvania, games that I've played. I played a few recently actually that I bought that were fairly cheap on Steam, and they were okay. So it'd be interesting to just go through some of them, compare like different things that like I can compare mechanics wise different Metroidvanias since I'm the one playing them, and then you can go with the like what you can physically see, the art style, storytelling, that kind of stuff, and then have discussions based on which ones worked, which ones didn't.
Yeah,
That
or
kind of
not
thing.
even necessarily like a yes or no system, but a, you know, why this mechanic worked well in this environment, what could have
Yeah.
been honed in about this mechanic. Because
Ow.
sometimes like mechanics can be incredibly different, but both of them work very well.
Very true.
Like I can see this environment working with like a roguelike structure,
Yeah.
especially with just gaining the little orbs,
Um,
like just combine this with Hades in a way,
mhm.
and it could work really well. Though I love the way the Hades is, and I really wouldn't want it changed.
That's fair. Hades was a very fun game.
God, it was good. Hannah from TI just started it, and she's loving it.
It's real good.
It is real good. We played it on the stream a couple times, and I've been kind of itching to reinstall it, which is saying something.
I mean, it's not that
Because
big, so I don't see why not.
Well, it's not that big, but you know me, I don't like to repeat games. And that game, I 100% of the achievements and such on it. The only thing I didn't do was finish the, like, doing a complete hard run
Mm.
because I like myself
Right.
a
That's,
little
yeah.
bit more than is required, I guess. Which
That's
is not saying anything
fair.
bad against. Yeah, you know what I mean. Like, I don't want to get so frustrated with myself that I just get angry and put it down because I love the game and I don't want to be really angry with it.
That's fair.
A little bit of frustration is fine, but I don't want to hate myself. But I would be interested to play again because I've been playing a lot of what does Sean Plott call them? Deck-like rogue builders.
Yes.
Yes. Or
That's a
roguelike
good
deck
name.
builders, rather. Yeah.
Deck like. I like
Deck-like.
the first one.
Yeah, deck-likes.
Deck-likes.
So I've been playing Slay the Spire. I now have. I'm going to pull up Steam just so I can tell you.
Is it Dicey Dungeons you started up?
Dicey Dungeons, which is a lot faster of a run kind of game. Slay the Spire, I now have 100.6 hours in.
Jesus fucking
Sorry,
Christ.
108.6 hours.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Grifflands, I have about 12, and Dicey Dungeons about 4 right now. But Dicey Dungeons works really well to pick up and run with because you really don't need to think all too much like you do with Slay the Spire or Grifflands.
Mhm.
Because with those, if you start picking the wrong card, and there's a lot of them, or just shoving your deck full of cards, or removing too much, or
I
removing the
believe
wrong
this
ones,
is. Never mind. Continue.
really start hosing yourself. And Dicey Dungeons is like 5 floors. You go through real quick, figure out what's the best to do at that point in time, but it's very repeated mechanics. And the only random thing you're going to have is the dice you roll. So it's very quick to pick up and put down. So I've been doing that a little bit. But work got real busy for me lately, so I haven't been playing much during the day. And
So
we've been streaming and stuff at night.
Things were pretty quiet for you for a while, work-wise.
It was. Without getting into any NDA content or something, I just talk about the industry as a whole, which I don't think is going to be a surprise to really anyone.
Yeah.
A lot of shooting ended up stopping because, as Borgen calls it, the great Panini hit, and they turn the power on, but also activate the defense systems.
Yeah.
Hit the boost to get through. So the amount of work that I ended up having after that, as you could imagine, as being someone in post-production, went down. So I've been waiting between Blue Blood seasons of that to pick back up again, because that season finale came out, I think, end of last month. And I finally got some other shows to work on. So I went from waiting between seasons to holy shit, this is taking a long time because I have a lot of shows to work on now. So I'm finally hopping back into it. The amount of free time I have has dwindled, but now I'm making up for it. I knew I was going to have a very slow time and then a very hard time. So now is the hard time, and I just got to deal with it. Man.
As you can now see, things are starting to get fucking crazy.
Yeah, it seems like someone's shooting at you.
Yep, a couple guys are shooting at me.
Yeah, things escalated very quickly for me.
Yep.
Oh, these are like cannons. Oh, I see.
Yeah,
oh,
the cannons
shit.
that dodge and block.
Like, destroyers?
Kind of, yes.
Droidicas!
Okay, we're good. We survived. Oh god, there's another one. Ow!
Oh,
yeah, they hurt
Well,
also when they
yeah,
hit.
don't get hit.
There we go. Now we're good.
So yeah, I was able to play a bunch, and I got into like Pathfinder Kingmaker and such, and now I need to kind of hit the brakes. But next week I get to have my kid for the next 2 weeks, so he'll get to enjoy some game time while I'm working.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, which is why I bought an AC for this room, because holy shit, it's been hot, man.
Oh my god, it's so hot. Thankfully, I was just texting Beth before. I think tomorrow it's gonna ease up a bit because it's gonna be a thunderstorm tomorrow.
Yeah,
I think
well, it's supposed
gonna
to
break it up.
which is the real shit thing, because I was supposed to get a brick of D&D minis for Gav as like a congrats with first grade, you know, good job, here's some stuff for our new shelves, and you can put them out and whatever. And the UPS didn't deliver today. It put the note outside saying we couldn't be reached, which is hilarious because we haven't left
Wait,
the
was that
apartment in
you? Because
days.
they put down the wrong apartment number.
Correct. So my thought is they had packages for another apartment number and our apartment number, tried one of them or tried none, and then just shoved the sticker up there. So they can't re-deliver it. I need to go and get it. Which is
Nice.
1 p.m. tomorrow in the middle of a thunder shower.
Eek. So this is what causes an ash trip, apparently.
Oh boy.
Abraham had first been left
Before this place turned to God.
Oh, go ahead.
Before this place turned to ruin.
Told says 110 degrees in Washington this week, no AC.
Ugh.
Holy shit.
Ew.
You indeed, man.
at least
The priest
Porque no AC.
guarded us.
le Garufa Limik.
From the corruption of men.
Le
The corrosion of the world.
Fast.
I just remembered your golem voice.
My golem voice?
The one from Baldur's Gate. Destruction of the world.
Oh, yes.
Corruption of the world.
Destruction of the world. I thought, okay, I got very confused because I'm reading The Hobbit right now, and I thought you meant Gollum, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
wait, what?
No, not that one. That's a very, very different voice.
yes, very different voice.
Which our friend Brenda does one
Very
of the
good.
best Gollum impressions I have ever heard. And she
very
comes
good.
out with it out of nowhere.
Yeah.
It's wonderful. It's just not someone you expect that voice to come out of.
Okay, ability gate. Can't go there yet. Going back this way. Whee! So the other mechanic in this game is your dodge ability. The 3 little yellow dots on the bottom right. Oh god! The 3 little yellow dots on the right are my stamina. So when I use one will fade away.
Gotcha. And then you regain them when you get your footing?
Yeah. After you're waiting a little while, it'll come back.
Okay.
And get all these little treats and treasures here. Oh god! Okay, made it. Oh god!
John.
Oh god!
Yeah.
Okay, we got it. We're good.
You're where your mic can peak, yeah? That's,
Oh,
that's
my
a
mistake,
thing
sorry.
that can happen?
Oh, I'll turn myself down a little bit. Okay, turn myself down. Sorry about that.
Holy Jesus.
I freaked out a little. So I was getting shot by laser beams. I mean, you'd freak out too if you were getting shot by laser beams in real life.
Yeah, so you and Morgan handle those situations very differently than I do, which is let's hit one hell of a volume, and I get very quiet. I like shrink it. I like turn it. I implode. You guys explode.
Oh, where are they? Where are they? Where are they? Oh, why do they gotta be down there?
Colt says most
down.
Most in Washington don't have AC. It isn't needed most of the time, just for these weird heat waves. You're hitting temperatures above where we usually hit, and that's a rare thing for you guys?
Yeah, that's weird.
Well, I guess since it's raining all the time, is that what just is breaking the heat? Because for us, the killer is the humidity.
Yeah.
Especially in New York City, it's like a soup.
Ugh. Nasty, disgusting soup.
Yeah, like the humidity back on
time.
Long Island, where John and I grew up, it wasn't all too bad. We were by the beach, so the breeze most of the time was very cool.
So this is a mini boss.
It doesn't
Not
seem
a
that
mega
small.
boss.
Model Luther X09. Machines with no soul. It kind of reminds me of the Hex. What is it? The Hex boss in Slay the Spire. The one with the fire that goes around.
Wait,
This is John.
A hex boss? Oh, yes, yes, yes. I know what you're talking about.
Yes.
Now he's spawning a whole bunch of people.
Which, update on Slay the Spire. I think right now I am on Ascension level 9 for the defect. And I have not been able to get past that for a while. It gets real hard. I think the Silent One and Ironclad I'm 5 or under, and the Silent One, no, the Watcher, which is the Monk one, I beat it once without Ascension because that is the hardest one to me.
And done.
Nice.
All right. Okay.
I need to watch my voice because I have something I can't talk about that I'm doing right after this. I'm going to need my voice for the next 2 hours after that.
Oh, yeah, you are. I got an Elder Shard fragment.
You did. What does that do? Except that you were told to get it. I remember that.
I can collect Elder Shards. So it's one of 3 shards to get a full Elder Shard.
Okay.
And then we will,
Oh, there we go.
will then... Yeah, there you go. Once we actually get an Elder Shard, I'm not going to spoil what happens with them. But there will be a very interesting thing that will happen once we get our first Elder Shard. And it will involve a little bit of decision-making.
So with your bar down there, I see that there's a little bit of a gray line. Is that armor?
Oh, it's blue. Yes, that is my shield.
Oh, okay. It looks like a steel blue. Like a
Yeah, it's a steel
gray.
blue. It's
Okay.
it's my shield, so I'll take damage to the shield first, which will recover when I don't take damage for a short amount of time.
Did you have that to begin with, or did I just miss it?
Nope, that was what I got from that cool-looking crying statue.
Ah, I see.
Yeah. Boop, boop, boop. So far we're doing pretty good. I'm assuming if you went in with not knowing anything about this game, probably would have been a little bit more difficult, but since I kind of know the mechanics of this game and how to do things, going through it pretty easily so far. We haven't died yet, which is great.
Okay.
Just jinxed
Well,
myself,
that makes
so,
sense.
Yeah.
Well, multiple times we're like, oh, you know, you're gonna die, or like, oh, Hades is gonna take you a little bit, and then I say knowingly, John's good at video games, he's gonna be done, and he's done with it. Same thing happened with Hollow Knight a couple times. You're like, oh, I'm gonna die. Oh, no, I didn't.
Well, sometimes I get lucky. That's the name of the show, folks.
Get lucky with
That's it.
Bucky. He said it. He said the thing.
We're here. We're doing the thing.
Told says typically anything over 85 degrees Fahrenheit, for those of you who may be Celsius users, is considered unbearable. But there's only a couple weeks of that per summer. The rest of the time it's very temperate, few highs and few lows, or at least that's how it was. Recent years have been wild. Recent years have been wild. Yeah, that is not a lie.
That is very true.
Yeah.
And another crying statue.
Oh, those are some tears.
Boop.
Oh wow,
Now
what
we
a
get.
what a zoom out.
Yeah, right. They like you to see the what the full scene has to offer here. And I get another ability. And
That's not how tears would retract. It would just go down. It wouldn't get
Now I get the double jump.
Sufferers had a brain for science. Too bad they were so stubbornly foolish.
So now I have the double jump.
Nice. How does the... Ow, just slams my elbow into the mic stand.
Oh,
Ow.
no, don't do that.
Yeah. Oh. So how does the controls feel? Because obviously I can't speak to this. You only can.
Yeah. It's floaty, but very smooth. Very responsive to the button my button impresses. The attack animation has a little bit of lag to it, but I believe that is intentional for the fact that later on you get abilities to be able to attack faster. And that'll increase your ability to basically attack faster, attack more things, deal more damage as fast as possible, which is going to be a huge thing later on. Oh. Let's kill this guy really quick. But I think that was one of the other things that really appealed to me with this game, is that it's very smooth.
I mean, I feel like that's a make or break quality to these kind of games. Like,
Oh, yeah,
say,
no.
Super Meat Boy or Hollow Knight or this or Castlevania or anything. If you're... Celeste is a big one that I know you talk about a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Where if your controls don't feel like they're doing the things that they should be doing, it really takes you out of the experience, makes you frustrated needlessly. If you're going to be frustrated at a game, it should be because it's difficult, not because the controls are stopping you.
It's actually funny that you brought up both Celeste and what was the other thing you brought up? Hades, because I ended up reading. It wasn't really good. It was like a short little article that popped up on Reddit, and it was basically games that are LGBTQ friendly for Pride, and it is still Pride. Still Pride for another couple hours. Pride Month, and both Hades and Celeste were on that list. Apparently, I didn't know this. I didn't know that. I didn't know this at the time, but apparently the creator of Celeste designated that Celeste was trans, which I thought was a neat little touch, and apparently was a thing that the creator actually used to come to terms with their own identity, more or less.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I did. I read that today, and I was like, oh, that's really, really cool. Good for that developer. I don't remember their name, but yes. Is it Matt? Matt? I think it's Matt Makes Games. I think he made Celeste.
Wait, Matt Makes Games did Celeste?
I think so.
Who made Celeste? Matt Makes Games.
Yep.
Oh, wow. One of the first questions is, why is Celeste bad? Wow.
Why is Celeste bad?
Bad.
Oh no! Celeste is great!
Yeah, I've only heard great things about this game, so I don't know what that problem is.
Oh, I'm dying because these guys are harder. That's why. I was like, why am I taking so much damage? These are Dia worms. And Dia, whatever the heck these guys are called.
Oh, that's why Celeste is in Towerfall. Oh.
Yes! Same developer.
Yeah, you've told me that like 3 times, and it just didn't stick for some reason. Oh, interesting. Yeah, and if you never played Towerfall before, holy shit, what a great, fun little game.
Awesome game.
Told says, tried ye old Castlevania to try out Luna recently. We've come a long way in usability. Which Castlevania? Because my Castlevania that I grew up on was Super Castlevania 4 for the SNES. And very shortly thereafter was... I didn't really get into like Symphony of the Night and all that. I think, John, you were, right?
Symphony of the Night, I did like Symphony of the Night. I was a bigger fan of Aria of Sorrow.
Ah, gotcha.
Okay, so this is a trial. These purple things are trials.
Okay.
So I have to try and kill all these things. Ow! Oh. Yep, I'm probably gonna die here. Yep, I died.
Oh, you done died.
Yep.
And there you go.
Much harder enemies in this location, this second location.
Yeah.
So
very
yeah.
That animation is very reminiscent of Hades' death animation.
Now this is our skill tree.
Holy shit. I didn't know we were playing Path of Exile.
Yep.
Reifärlich Lichterweg.
I think it's called the trapezohedron. That's what he's called, the trapezohedron.
Yes.
Gerecht die Fachmalle.
Spend your shards to improve your fate. Trust me, you'll love it.
Mechekta.
Told says, it was Castlevania 1, played a lot of 3 in the day.
Oh, Castlevania 1. The
Yeah.
old Castlevania.
Old school.
Okay, so this is a perk slot. I can upgrade my perks. I only have 1 right now. Excuse me. Increase my maximum health to 2. Health elixirs to 2. Transform health elixirs into shield elixirs. Oh. So each of these gives you an advantage and a disadvantage. So I'm going to keep my health. So actually, hold on. Let's do that for now. I get shield flasks now. So I can, no, actually I don't want that.
Wait, it gives you advantage and disadvantage? Like,
Yes.
similar to the curses that we were playing with a Wizard of Legend?
Kind of, but I believe these things will level up and the disadvantages will go down. And the
Okay.
advantages will go up. I believe that's how it works. It's been a while since I played this game, but I believe that's how it works.
That's
just
that's a
just
nice-
the shield flasks perk.
Gotcha. That's a nice mechanic of, like, you can take this now,
Mhm.
things will suck, but eventually things will suck less and it'll be worth your time. That's
Right.
very cool.
So the skill tree unlocks based off of the skills you get. So this is for shield. So all of these skills up here will be reflective of your shield ability, and it'll upgrade that. This is your double jump ability. So you have this area of the skill tree unlocked for double jumping, and then it'll add different things. You get faster energy regeneration.
Is that a rubber
More
duck?
health. That is an extra perk. It is a little flame, but we're gonna say it's a rubber duck. It is an
It looks
eldritch
like a duck.
horror rubber duck.
Yeah, I'm
With
all
a weird
for
looking
it.
mouth. Yeah. So yeah, as you play the game and unlock abilities, you'll be able to unlock more of these things. So I have this, and I can do this guy. This one costs 30.
Well, you
35.
know what happens, John, when you read a lot of Eldritch Horror? You quack.
I'm gonna get more health.
Mhm.
Luck. I'm ignoring Josh for the meantime. Give myself
So
some
the other
advantage.
day, I think it was during us playing, Yolf with your friends, or Golf with
Mhm,
your
mhm.
friends, and I think I said something, or someone
probably
said
did.
something, and no one said anything, and I couldn't tell if it was just because, it wasn't funny, or if you guys were doing a bit, and I refused to say anything. That silence went on for like a good solid 45 seconds. And the more it went on, I realized that it wasn't a bit. Everyone was just quiet, but just in
Mhm.
case it was a bit, I couldn't
Yep.
ruin it.
Yeah, it's a good bit that no one else was in on.
Uh-huh. It was a good bit for me. I had a good chuckle. I was over here like almost snort laughing. I was like, just nope, you can't.
I don't even remember what you said. Probably because I didn't hear it.
It wasn't important, nor was it good. I remember it just being a shit joke.
So yeah, all of the locations on the map are open, but now all of those like empty areas have reset and will be procedurally generated now.
That's nifty.
What's in here? What's this? Oh, it's a perk. Health charm. Ooh, can I go back up?
Right perks in the trapezohedron.
I believe there's also a way. Oh yeah, I can just return to the sanctuary whenever I want.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, so I can just go back if I get something good, and I'm just like, oh, I didn't get that far, but I got a thing. I can just fucking equip it. So yeah, let's see what this perk does.
Oh, complete no spoiler talk real quick. Loki, new episode came out today. First episode, pretty good. Second episode, better. Third episode, not great. And I was like, oh no, is this going to be Falcon and Winter Soldier? No. This episode, fantastic. It picked right back up again.
Cool.
Wonderful. So if you haven't watched it yet, I know you haven't, John, because you haven't watched any of them. But audience, if you haven't watched it yet, highly recommend. Do not let the internet spoil it for you. And there's a mid-credit sequence. Very good.
So the health charm we just got, let's just have a 4% chance to convert their shards into a health elixir. Health elixirs are very helpful. The disadvantage is that the enemies drop 15% fewer shards. So I don't want to limit my shards right now because that's what I'm going to be using to level up. So I want to try and get as many as possible.
thought you said the enemy drops 15% of viewers. I'm like, wait.
Yes. Every time you kill an enemy, 15 viewers drop from your stream.
Wow, what a weird Twitch integration system that is.
Yeah. Yeah, this game was, came up with
There are
some
some games now that have Twitch integration. There was something very interesting with Griftlands, where one of the HUD options is stream capable. So it'll leave the bottom left or the bottom right part of your screen as a safety zone.
Oh.
So you can put your face there without ever needing to worry that anything is going to be in that part of the screen that you need to worry about.
Well, that's pretty cool.
It's very cool, very thoughtful, smart, because they just know how games are going nowadays. But
Yeah,
it looks
fair.
just like a normal, thing we see in post all the time of like title safety, action safety, documents for bugs and all that kind of stuff.
This is a, I believe this is like a little, what should call it? A shrine, like similar to like a shrine in Diablo, where it's like a perk that you get for a momentary amount of time,
Gotcha.
for a short
Okay.
amount of time. And then this is how they incorporated, I believe, their Kickstarter patrons as different little figures that are trapped in these bubbles.
That makes sense. That has a very Hollow Knight look and feel to it.
Yeah. Lethargy leaves you, so now I can just dash to my heart's content.
Oh, just immediate recycling
Yep,
of
it
stamina.
respawns immediately of stamina for a short amount of time.
Cool. Do those perks come back after a certain period of time or after you
Nope.
die?
Those
Okay.
are also procedurally generated and are random. Will show up random.
Gotcha. Okay.
So you just happen to get lucky and find one.
Well, you gotta get lucky with Bucky.
Damn right. Wee. Oh god. And those things will smash me.
Sure will.
Hup.
All right. So, what is your goal currently?
Right now I'm trying to turn on the other switch to turn the power back on.
Okay.
Oops. Ow. And that's pretty much all I'm trying to do at this moment. Is just trying to turn the power back on. And then I believe we are trying to do that so that we can find an exit. Or to at least get to the next area, because we're trying to fight our way out of the situation that we're in, so we need to get to the next area so we can get our way out of here. Ow.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, things just kind of like sneak up on you in this game.
Yeah. Some of these enemies remind me of Risk of Rain a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. It has that very similar style to Risk of Rain.
Yeah, that alien, kind of rounded look to it.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Especially,
Damn it.
like, I don't remember Risk of Rain 1 as much, but Risk of Rain 2, which I played with Adam a while ago now, it reminds me of those enemies for sure.
I only played a little bit of Risk of Rain 2. I played 1 a lot more.
And 2 is fun. It just, ramps up difficulty as per
Yeah,
usual.
I wanted to play it with people, but I couldn't ever get anybody to play it with.
Yeah, but yeah, the first game didn't really throw me all too much, and then Adam suggested it. I was like, it's fun, and you own it, and I didn't have to buy it, so I was like, all right, sure.
No, I'm gonna lose my stamina.
No.
No.
I was just looking at the stream. I'm like, oh, John, I think you had the full screen video on of the game. And then I realized I was just looking at Discord,
Oh, yes.
which is not the Twitch layout. And then it turns to the left. I'm like, oh, wait, no. There you are.
Yep.
Um,
Here.
So for next week, as I said, Gav is going to be with me for the next 2 weeks or so, starting on Saturday. So his bedtime's 8:30. Stream starts at 8. What I'm thinking is, letting him know all that and just needing to, hey, this is my time that I got to do this stuff, and you can do whatever you need to do. Just go to bed. And I'll move my laptop into Morgan's room. And then I can stream from there, because my desk is legitimately less than 5 feet away from his bed. So that's not going to happen. On Monday, if you guys see a different background behind me, it is probably because it's Morgan's desk.
That makes a lot
But
of
if we
sense.
need to cancel, we will let you know. I just got to do the dad thing and figure out what's best. Swarms.
Foolish men arrived.
little sphere of darkness there.
Calling themselves the Valkyries. Lies of greed, hearts empty of faith. Asking us to give them everything. Restraint them.
That sounds like a normal human, definitely not Elder God name.
Yeah, no, it sounds great. Nothing wrong with that name. I mean, you say Kill Admiral, I'll say Bob. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, same thing. I just rolled up Bob the Night Guy again for something. Was that Heroes of Hammerwatch we were trying?
Yes.
Yeah. So John and I, for our old YouTube channel, which you can't find these videos anymore, they're not up, but we played a game called Hammerwatch, I believe with our friend Jeff.
Mm-hmm.
His name is Zig Zion. I think he's still on YouTube. We met him through Guns of Icarus. We played Hammerwatch for quite a few episodes and really enjoyed it. It's a top-down, low-poly, gauntlet-esque game, I would say.
Yeah.
So we wanted to try Heroes of Hammerwatch because it was on sale during the summer sale for Steam, and we also did Wizard of Legend, which we really enjoyed and felt ourselves getting better at that game, and I was really enjoying myself with it.
Oh, yeah, it was fun.
And oh yeah, a lot of fun, and I want to beat it at some point because we were getting closer.
Yeah, we were doing really good there.
Yep. Which I'm guessing we would lose all our progress because we stopped playing, and we'll just need to start over again. But
I don't
Heroes
think so.
of
I think we
Hammerwatch.
get to keep all the stuff that we got.
Oh no, John! I mean our personal, getting our groove back.
Oh, that progress. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. But Heroes of Hammerwatch we wanted to dip into because we enjoyed the first game so much, and something about it just didn't grab us the same way.
No, it was kind of boring.
Yeah, I think that was it. It felt a little boring. It felt like I wasn't quite sure what the purpose was.
Yeah, it just kind of felt very bland.
Yeah. Which is unfortunate, because again, the first game is very good. I do highly recommend it. I just really couldn't get into that. But Wizard of Legend, that felt great.
Fun and challenging.
Yeah, and once we got onto the right Wi-Fi network, it worked smoothly.
I don't want to deal with that this time.
But what Wizard of Legend is basically is you play as a wizard, you unlock spells in the spell book, you have certain ones equipped, and you can pick up new ones on your journey through. It is a roguelike.
Oh my god.
A roguelite. And because you pick up stuff that you can keep, and you start runs with better relics and all that kind of stuff. But it's a co-op game. It's very quick action stuff. You can get really wrecked real fast. But you go through 2 levels, you beat a boss, you go through 2 levels, you beat a boss, you get 2 levels, beat a boss, and I think then you finish whatever the game is, which I haven't done yet. And each section is a different element, and your spells represent those elements. So it's air, earth, water, fire, and lightning. And yeah, just a lot of fun. Like, John had a very different build than I did, but we had access to the same kind of stuff, so we were able to play to our own individual play styles, and just change it on a whim and get to experience new spells, learn how enemies work, learn your way around them. It was a good experience where we felt like we got better and were able to get better, and the game showed us that we were.
Yeah, we got immediate response back of how good we were doing.
Yes, immediate feedback is wonderful.
Yes. So I just got wrecked there pretty badly. And now we are in the next area.
E1 Armory.
Please give me a healing thing. I would like a healing thing. I had to use mine. Healing is pretty rare for the most part. Especially when you need it.
Yeah. In these kind of games, it normally is.
Yeah.
So I would say, I know this is a Metroid-vania, but it does have a lot of roguelike aspects to it.
It kind of does, yes. Going
Yeah,
back to the
like
beginning when you die.
Getting procedurally generated areas, being very difficult.
Mhm.
Metroid-vania, I picture more in a level-by-level basis.
It kind of is though. It's a level by level basis, but also with like elements of other styles incorporated into it as well. So like the procedurally generated, the like the roguelite aspects that you were talking about of like basically when you die you start over and go back to the beginning, that kind of thing. So it is a oh thank god I got healing. It is a Metroidvania. It is considered a Metroidvania style game. Just has a lot of those different elements in it.
Actually, very important question. When you die, I haven't noticed, do you lose the experience you picked up?
No, because when you go
Okay.
back, you get that experience, and that's what you use to level up to do better next time. So again, roguelike.
Well, yes and no, because in a lot of roguelikes, too, you don't get to keep some things unless you get a save point, right?
Right, but you usually do get something to, at least like
In roguelites.
roguelite, not roguelike.
Yeah. Like in Hades, you had the Knight,
Ah, god.
right? Or Essence or something. Whatever the stuff for Nyx was.
Yes.
Like Hollow Knight or Dark Souls or something, which are not roguelikes, but if you don't get to a certain point, you will just lose your stuff.
Yeah. Very true.
Yeah, this game has a lot of the design of making you feel good to pick shit up,
Yeah.
which, I mean, it kind of floats us back to our point we were making on Monday, which now makes our Monday show and our Wednesday show feel more like a continuous stream. We were talking about Dark Alliance, the new Baldur's Gate game that came out, and the trend I've been finding in games of having things that are hard to pick up in games being such a ridiculous game decision or game design decision, because you want your character to feel good about picking something up. It's not like you're picking up a big crate and it takes a while to pick it up. No, it's just an item. You need to point the right way, press the button, and then feel a lag of input of you picking the item up. No, you want to feel good and have it be snappy and have it feel satisfying to pick stuff up. In this, like having all the green globes floating everywhere and have there be a particle effect and like funnel into you, that's cool. That feels good. It feels like you're being empowered. You don't need to run around and hit E on everything to pick it up.
Exactly. It's very easy to get things in this game.
Yeah.
And I believe the game actually does things to make it easier for you.
It's wonderful. You don't want to hide the fun, which is a pretty important game design concept that people bring up, is you want to concentrate on your fun. Like, you can have a couple of different ideas of what you want to do with your game, but no part of that should ever be removing the fun. You want to go into fun.
I forgot this is a boss.
What is?
That guy. He's invisible right now.
The stream just lagged out.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, for me and for Twitch.
That guy.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Harley Whalen. Okay, I think the stream is all good.
Oh! Hurts. Oh, I'm dead.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's a boss, and he's hard.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got right.
Again, a mini boss. Not a full boss yet. But now we have 1,420 shards that we can use to upgrade things. And can I do more damage, please? Luck, shield, armor, luck, armor, damage. Thank you. Get that. And I can't get that yet. But I can get some shield. And I'm gonna get that shield. And then back into the depths we go!
Yep. So, a thing just to go back to the pick stuff up, feel good bit is in your game. It depends on your game and what you have, but there's a major item I feel, and I believe that a lot would agree across the board. There's actually two major items that you do not want it to be a chore to pick up, and one of those things is experience, and one of those things is your currency.
Yes.
Especially if everything is dropping it all the time. In Diablo, can you imagine if you had to go to everything that dropped, including gold, and pick it up individually.
I wouldn't play it.
It's a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Unless you had a button that would just suck up loot, because that just feels good.
Right.
But like in Dark Alliance, if it was gold, if it was a certain type of crystal to upgrade, whatever it was, but including gold, you need to go over, look at it, press E. No, if you run over it, you pick it up.
Yeah.
You should make everything a chore. The only thing I guess, you should be able to pick up with input is something that can fill your inventory up. Because that can be problematic. You want to, siphon through things. You don't want to pick everything up and then have to go through your inventory later. You can just pick and choose,
Right.
Which is something that Diablo does very, very well, and why
Yeah,
it's a successful loot game.
It's a mixed bag because with things that automatically get picked up, it runs the risk. I'm not going to pause it so I can concentrate on this for a second. It runs the risk of you not knowing what you picked up.
Yes.
So then you're going to be like, what did I just get? And then you go in the inventory, and unless there's something that specifies new items that you just picked up, you have no fucking clue what you just grabbed. So I think that that's a good idea for some items that like require you to pick them up automatically. Like for, like say you're playing a Final Fantasy, opening up a chest, you get an item so that you know what you just got.
Right.
But also certain things like gold, especially since games are a lot more action like oriented nowadays. Gold and things like that for you to pick up are good, or ensuring that when you do pick something up automatically, there is a like good signifier that tells you this is what you just picked up, and it stays on the screen for a bit.
Yes, like a plus whatever in gold, or
Yes.
a plus whatever in experience, like something that is tangible. And normally people like seeing those numbers go up. It's an instant feedback loop of what's happening. You kill the thing, you pick up the thing, you see the numbers go up. You kill the thing, you see the numbers go up. It just cycles, and you feel good because you see the number going up. That's great.
Right.
And in games like roguelikes or roguelites, or more specifically a Souls genre, it makes you more stressed out because it's more stuff you don't want to lose. So you want your player to know what they're going to lose if they die.
Right. Another thing that I was thinking of before. Oh, there he is. Hey, buddy. Welcome again. We're going to fight you again. Try and beat you this time. Oh, being in the air around that guy's not a good idea. Oh, my God.
Quick side note, while John is versing this thing, I made some coffee. And honestly, it's such a good cup of coffee right now. It's a Bowen's French Vanilla. And not an ad. Just saying, it cooled down enough so it's not cold and it's not super hot. It's just like the perfect drinking temperature. Good shit. I also need the energy because, as I said, I have something I can't talk about that I'm doing after this. So I'm going to be up till like midnight, so need the energy.
That's fair. Oh, God, no!
I've also had some more of that Hell or High Mango beer because I looked for that.
Not a good time for this to happen. God damn it.
So John and I picked up a pineapple cider the other day, which was so good. And I went back to the bodega to get it, and they were out. Super out. That's why I picked up the mango one again.
Sorry, stop for a second because my computer has been doing this really annoying thing where it disconnects my fucking controller.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, no, not good when you need to be, actively moving out of the way of things. Fuck. Alright, I'm just gonna keep going back, try and fight him again. Continue. Yes.
No,
Watermelon.
okay, so...
I wanted it. We did get it. I was upset about it.
Oh, well, that was the other thing. There was the Hell or High Mango or the Hell or High Watermelon. They did not have the watermelon the second time. And then we tried the pineapple cider. I really liked it and went back to get more, and they didn't have it.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. I looked through every section of that fridge area and all the cans that were on the ground that just couldn't
That
find
sucks.
it.
Oh.
Again, no ads on this stream. This is just stuff that we like. I like to be very specific because of YouTube's advertising stuff.
Oh, yeah.
No one's paying us to say this shit. It's just our normal life.
We like talking about the things that we like.
We do. Very much do. But yeah, the pick stuff up things, we mentioned golden experience, we mentioned you want to know the items you pick up, marking things that are new.
All important.
All important. Yeah, I forgot. Oh, I remember what I was going to say. Oh, Told says, what is your PC controller of choice? I use a PS4 controller when I need to, though I use a keyboard and mouse. And PS4 for John as well. Because we already have the controllers.
I'm interested to see if I can use my PS5. So I just acquired a PS5. So I'm interested to
did.
see if I can use that controller on here as well. I would assume so, because it's just a USB controller.
Yeah, you should be able to. I believe they were mentioning that to Day 9 on stream once. Morgan uses a Xbox 360 equivalent. I forgot the exact name of the controller, but I picked that up for her after the incident that happened with my controller she was using. No, I'm sorry. She bought herself a new PS4 controller after that, but then she was playing Final Fantasy X. The button layout didn't match a PlayStation controller. She's getting real kerfuffled about that layout being on the wrong controller, so I picked her up a Xbox equivalent. The thing I was going to mention also with the picking things up is when you have to do it, there are some games that really make it a feel-good moment. And sometimes it can get tedious. One example of this is Zelda. So, especially in, like, Zelda. Say, Ocarina of Time. You knew you were getting something good because that music kicks in, you get the sweep around camera, you know, the music goes up, you open up the chest, especially if it was really good, you, like, climb on in there, and then you lift it up and it tells you what it is, and you feel good about it. You don't need to do that with rupees, except for the chest every so often has rupees, and you kind of go through a rigmarole about that. But that game, you felt like you were getting something important. It would show you you're getting something important, and the stuff that you don't need to worry about that just fills your inventory or something, you would just pick up. Does it great.
And now it does. Okay, that was a shard.
Nice. Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Yes.
I hated the chest opening system. Because that game, I felt like whenever you picked up the chest, because it would just be wherever, it would stop the flow of the game.
I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah, you had to like stop and open up the chest and individually pick up stuff.
Yes, and Cloud is not the fastest of people.
That's fair.
So it felt like you were running, especially when you're trying to escape an area. I have this issue with like Uncharted or other games, which Uncharted I love, but games that require you to like explore or go off the path while you're in the middle of like a chase sequence or something that's time oriented. I hate it. It just pulls you out of whatever's going on and like, you know, separate that so that way you don't, because as soon as you have those elements in the game earlier on, even later on, when you should be like, oh, I'm trying to run, oh, I'm trying to escape, there's time pressure, your eye's going to be like, oh, is there an artifact over here I can just pick up? I know the place is on fire and can burn down in a second. I just want to pick this up. Feels weird. Final Fantasy VII, those chests were just in there scattered, so even during like big sequences or like when you're on a timer trying to get out of somewhere, you'd be like, oh, wait, here's this. Let me stand here. Let me kick it. Let me open it. I got the thing. All right, well, let's go on.
That's kind of fair.
Yeah. Toll says, I upgraded from Xbox One to the new Xbox controller with an Xbox adapter, the no Bluetooth disconnect problems. That's great. John, are you connected via Bluetooth or via wire?
Wire.
You may need a new cable.
Yeah, I probably do. This one's old.
That was one of the issues with the controller Morgan was using, was the wire wasn't working.
Yeah. It most likely is just the wire, because this wire has been used for a very, very long time. I may have a spare, actually, somewhere around here. Just gotta go find it, like most of the crap that I have.
Yeah, that's some thoughts on item pickup and user experience.
Yeah, I
guess.
Oh, that was the other thing I was gonna say is other things that should require you to make the choice of picking things up are things that will curse you, or things that require you to make a choice. That kind of stuff.
Yep, completely agree. And I know with some games it's I guess it would be like a narrative choice to see if you like would pick up the thing, but it doesn't usually work like that.
No. Oop.
Like Skyrim, you should not be able to just walk over something and pick up a wheel of cheese and then get hunted by guards, which is why it's not formed like that.
Sure.
You need to actively make that choice, even though you may look at it and accidentally press the wrong button, and then all of a sudden you have a bounty on your head for cheese.
Yes. You need to know about that cheese first.
Yeah. I mean, I've done that in ESO so many times. Like, I go to the wrong forge bench, and I hit the thing, and instead of forging, I picked up the sword, and all of a sudden the guard's like, yo, what was that shit? And I go, I picked up the wrong thing. I apologize.
I'm going to collect all of these things.
Well, all the vases.
Yes, all these little breakables. But I'm also going to get this item. I get a gun!
You get a gun.
Kind of, yeah. Eldritch gun.
Oh, right, you're playing Sundered.
A Valkyrie cannon.
That doesn't sound like a gun. That sounds like a cannon.
It's a cannon.
Yeah, what kind of... That's not a gun. You want to prove that? Great, sure.
My ammo is full. So I have 5 bullets. And I get bullets back by picking up those little blue things.
Okay. Oh, Hannah brought up an interesting question when she was talking to Morgan about Hades, and I wanted to pitch it to you. What was your favorite boon in Hades to get?
Favorite boon?
Boon. And your favorite weapon of choice. That's my question I'm asking. That last bit.
My favorite weapon of choice, I think the one that caused me to beat the game was the... I can't remember what they're called.
Sword, shield, bow, spear, nux, gun.
Which one was the gun?
The gun was, what do you mean, like, what's the name of it?
Yeah.
I'll bring up the exact name.
I think I actually just used the sword. I used the regular sword. That's how I did
The
it.
Infernal
That was the
Arms.
most comfortable. Infernal Arms. Yeah, I think I was most comfortable with the sword. And I just did that as much as I could. As far as boons go, I think my favorite god to run into and boon to get was Ares, the spinning blade thing.
Oh, the Blade Ward.
Yeah.
Blade Ward? Blade...
That one or
Blade Rift. That was it.
Blade Rift. That one or fucking what's her face? What's her butt? The ice lady.
Demeter.
Demeter. Demeter's orb ability was insane.
Orb ability.
Where you drop it down and it just shoots the little ice beam that like pinpoints target.
Oh,
on someone.
yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
so good.
Yeah, the orbs, what were those called? Hades, charges? What was it? I think it was called charges, weren't they?
I believe
Oh,
so,
cast.
yeah.
It was your cast.
Yeah, your cast ability.
Yeah. So Morgan's, and I agree with her, was the Divine Dash ability, which was Athena's ability that deflects.
Yeah, actually, yeah, that one's very, very helpful.
It's so good. But I loved Chain Lightning.
Oh, Chain Lightning was great.
So good.
So good.
I would do Zeus runs as often as possible. Thoroughly enjoyed it. But my favorite weapon to use were the Nux, the Titan Knuckles. Titan Knuckles? Twin Fists. Twin Fists. Yeah. I don't remember a lot of these names because it has been quite some time, but I remember I punched shit a lot. Yeah, they were the Twin Fist of Malphon.
Those are pretty
Titan Knuckles are from something else. Are those from Zelda?
Titan Knuckles, I believe, are from God of War.
Titan Stone. No, the Titan. Yeah, Titan's Knuckles are a weapon in Tyranny, but Titan Stone Knuckles are from Critical Role.
Oh, right. That's right.
That's what. That was Grog's.
Vestige.
Vestige. Thank you. Vestige of Divergence.
Yes.
miss Grog. That's such a good,
I
good
do,
fun
yeah,
character.
Grog, I miss a lot.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay. Now I'm trying to remember
Which,
where I'm supposed to go.
Well, I don't know. You got a lot of
Oh,
that map there.
there. That's the big
Yeah.
boss.
Big boss. Oh, this is a
Yes.
crossover with Splinter Cell.
Metal Gear?
MGS. Yeah.
Not that big boss. But yes, that big boss.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're gonna fight that big boss. Oh, don't
Oh,
come
have you been
in.
riding this whole time?
Yes. You figured it out. Away from all the monsters.
Yeah, well, it'll start the same way as what Sons of Liberty started, where you play as Snake and all of a sudden you're not Snake and you have to play the game with somebody else. Spoiler.
Oh god. Ow.
What was I gonna say? Talk about Hades, talking about shit, and Critical Role. So, yeah, I've been watching Critical Role again. Been just listening to it while working, which I can get through like 2 episodes a day now. So I'll be done in... Well, actually, Gab will be here. I'll be done in like a month or 2.
Eventually.
Eventually. Yeah. Morgan started watching again, and now that it has a definitive end to campaign 2, I know that I can just go and be done with it and, you know, be able to hop in for season 3. One of the last binges we did was before one of the live shows, back when we had live shows in this world, because Morgan and I were going to the Critical Role show in Brooklyn, and we were a little bit behind, so we just binged like to the day of, just to make sure we were on time. Because all their live shows is a continuation of what's going on in the plot. It's usually not like a one-shot. So, but I'm glad we did that. That was a very fun experience to do.
Oh, so another thing I should mention about this game, about the mechanics of this game. There's the double jump. The double jump will respawn only if you land on the ground, or if you hit something while in midair.
Oh, so you can like air chain.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yep.
So I can do that.
Wow, that was a very beautiful like talk about thing and
then
show
immediately show it.
Yeah, that was great, man.
It's like I planned that. I didn't plan that.
Yeah.
At all. And I was gonna do it with these actually, because I could do it with boxes and stuff too.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's really anything as long as you hit it in the air.
Yep, as long as you like hit and break something while in midair, you can do it with this too.
Cool. Oh, you I know we talked about this already, but I'll talk to you about it a little bit more. You said you got a PS5.
I did.
Have you turned it on yet?
I turned it on and I set it up, and that's about as far as I got.
So, what are you looking forward to playing with it? Because I don't really know all too much about the PS5 library right now.
Right now, the only games that I really want to play are Demon Souls and Final Fantasy VII Remake on PS5, because I want to try out Yuffie.
Demon Souls looks gorgeous.
Oh, it does.
And obviously 7 Remake looks gorgeous, but
Of course.
yeah, the lighting in these games, I feel like that's a real major difference in these consoles is what they're doing with lighting,
Oh, yeah.
which does a lot to like RTX and the shaders and such.
Mm-hmm.
That's really the big pull, because right now we're at such a level of, I know we say this almost every year, that you know everything looks so realistic, and then next year it comes out and you look at the previous stuff and you're like, oh, that stuff looks like shit. This stuff looks realistic.
Yeah.
I mean, even when N64 came out, we're like, look how good this looks. And you look at it now, and you're like, oh man, people
What
played
the
this.
fuck? What is this? Huh. Yeah, I made it. Let's go down here. Oh, ow.
But I'm excited to see what it looks like.
Yeah, I unfortunately won't have a lot of time this week to play it, but I'm planning on this weekend playing a little bit of Final Fantasy. So hopefully I'll be able to spend. Oh, come on. Oh,
Well, if you would like to, you can show Gav a little bit of that, because Gav was
Yeah.
asking, you know, about a Final Fantasy he could play. I did download World of Final Fantasy for him along with the DLC, so he'll be able to experience that. And since we'll have the AC in here, I'll pull in the TV in here. Hopefully, I don't pull a breaker in here.
I'd be more than happy to create a new Final Fantasy addict.
Oh yeah, like the fact that like I brought up the games to him. Told says I said the same about SNES graphics, right? Like when Super 7 stuff started coming out, like, oh, the shit moves, it looks 3D. Look at this, it's so great. And then other systems came out, and then we went, oh, Super Nintendo still is a incredibly great system.
Oh god, this is great.
It holds up against so much because of just that stylized look. They didn't have anything that was, well, not a lot of things that tried to go super realistic route. You know, that's why like Wind Waker still holds up really well, and that's GameCube.
Oh yeah, stylized. Things that are stylized hold up,
Yup.
no matter what. Oh,
Most things. Most. Yes.
What do we got here?
Starkes wie ein
Strong was the Valkyrie's wrath.
Schwanzach. Schrecklich. Immedritali, die Klickfucker. Fischli
With cowardice and trickery, they deceived us.
Fischli abverlegdet.
They pierced our walls and entered our city.
Marine Gitarre. Kruchal Milach.
Kur al-Mirar had no more dominion.
Seachkeit.
Oh, did he lose his box?
I guess.
Oh. Imagine he had all those expansions, but no base game. That's a shame.
Yeah. Okay, so now we can go to where the boss is.
Cool. Oh, man, I keep losing my train of thought today, which is not the day for it.
Grenzdag, das schrecklich wie ein
It was built by Valkyries to keep Kur al-Milhar trapped.
sei Wacher.
It won't be easy to cross.
Certainly won't.
Demon's
Ow.
Souls. Oh, Final Fantasy. Yeah, one of the coolest things to hear from Gav was when we were talking about games, and I'm like, "Oh, do you want something with story?" And he was like, "Yes, I want a story to it." I was like, "Okay," because a lot of the things you've been playing have been very like mobile game. Oh shit.
Yeah, those things.
Very mobile game like. Build up your thing and check on it later kind of deal. But the fact that, you want to hear story, maybe that comes from us playing D&D with them,
I think it could be a big proponent. Is playing games, story-based stuff with him is probably feeding that itch to delve into some interesting stories.
Yeah. Especially the other day, I didn't know how it was going to go because the game Morgan ran for us, we didn't get into any of the combat because we, beat all the puzzles in a way. And Gav was playing a fighter, and he really enjoyed playing a fighter and the combat, and he didn't seem to care that there was no combat. He was just into the story. So I thought afterwards he would have been like, "Oh, we really wanted to hit something or whatever," but no, it's not that at all. He just loved playing.
Good.
Yeah, very good. Like even in the garden one that you ran, there wasn't a lot of combat.
No.
In the gnome laboratory, there wasn't a lot of combat, but there was enough that he remembers it. He felt powerful with it. He knew he destroyed things way better than Morgan Amberhall did.
Okay, so this I want your opinions on. This is the first boss. I'm most likely gonna die because I don't have any healing extra, and I'm at half health. So I want to see what your reaction is to the scope and size of battles in this game, or boss battles, I should say.
What a strange landscape change.
Yep.
Sirs, you're upside down. Or we're upside down.
That's the boss.
Okay. Sure. Okay. Well, that's new. Alright, so an immediate thought with this
Oh god!
is I would have a very hard time with the major zoom out. But the animation is awesome.
Yeah.
It's very reminiscent of Cuphead in that way. Of something that is very distinctly animated, has a very cool and stylized feel to it. Obviously, this is more of an Eldritch looking way, but damn. Like, that escape thing is cool.
Yeah, it's also, everything's flying at me all at once, and it's terrifying. Oh no. Oh no!
I guess, like, as much as I would hate the complete zoom out because it'll just be harder for me to see what's going on, it really dials in the scale.
Oh! Yep, I'm dead.
So it looks like this
Cool.
boss died, and that is you fighting his dead form?
I guess? Either that or he was... I don't think he died. I think he was sealed. So I broke the seal, and I'm now fighting him.
Gotcha.
But I have a lot of experience points now.
You don't want to break the seal too early, though.
Good God. This is a Christian
What?
channel, Josh. Come on.
I'm talking about needing to pee after drinking.
Mm-hmm.
I am!
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
Okay, so we got the cannon. And so we unlock the cannon, so that means we unlocked a new portion of our skill tree here. But... I kind of want to focus on getting that health. What does this do? Increases... Yes. Give me another health elixir.
Nice.
So I got another health
So-
elixir.
Okay. How many do you get per run?
Right now I have 2. So 2 little red dots on the bottom left.
And do you replenish those when you're out in the field?
They replenish sometimes through random drops.
Okay.
So either from enemies or from the barrels that you can break.
Gotcha. So you can get your ammo, you can get your elixirs.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's all basically random drops from enemies or chests and things like that. What do I want next? That's a critical hit chance. Finisher charges. I don't have any finishers yet, I don't believe. That's an additional perk. I got another perk. Corrupted treasures drop 30% more shards. Hordes spawn 2 times more frequently.
Horde spawn.
Horde spawn. I don't want to deal with that right now. Increases maximum health, so we'll do that. Armor, and I don't have enough to get that damage. Helpful. Okay, so yeah, now it's pretty much just trying to kill that boss, and he's a big old pain in the booty.
Okay. How many bosses are there?
There is 1 per area, and there's 3 areas. So 3. And I don't know if they added another one with the Eldritch edition. Actually, that's a lie. There's 3 main bosses, and then the final boss. So 4 total, I guess.
Okay. Are they all similar to that?
A little bit different. Varying.
But like,
degrees
giant
of-
scale of a boss kind of
no,
deal,
not good.
animation, all that kind of stuff?
Yes, they're all big. All this, I'm just gonna die because this was a mistake. Those lasers are no joke, and they suck.
Yeah, they really
lot.
wreck.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's gonna happen, might as well do it when you're close to home anyway.
Yeah. Little. I wasted all of your time, and I'm slightly sorry about it. Okay. Down we go. And down we go again. And back to here. Okay. There should be... The thing should be open now. I just gotta find them. There's one. You can go through here. It's so much easier.
Cool. So are you just like beelining it to the boss?
Yep. I'm at the boss.
Okay.
Basically, I opened up these little, like, spots that allow me to traverse to the boss a lot easier.
Gotcha. Any explanation to why it's all like grass and lush and stuff?
I don't know. I don't think we've gotten one. Zosh Cobbit. Hello.
Oh, okay. I finally noticed what happened to his head there. Nuts. Oh, it's starting to thunderstorm.
Oh, is it?
It is.
Oh, good. So that means it's gonna start cooling down. Oh no.
Yeah, I gotta close my window.
Oh, oh, God. All right, let's attack this one.
All Okay. You do that real quick. I need to close the windows in the living room.
Okay, okie dokie. Ha, 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 ha. One down. Ow.
Never mind, they'd be closed.
Oh, nice. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh god. So much is happening. I'm out of health elixirs now. I broke one of the shards.
Okay. I see that, and it looks like they're at 2/3 health there.
Now things start getting more crazy.
Oh. So it looks like if you enter the hand after it punches, you're fine.
Yes. It's just that
Okay.
initial hit that hurts.
I love how with this boss that like it's so powerful. It's on this throne. It like thrusts his head backwards into the chair and all that kind of stuff. And its ability of choice is to cast punch.
Yes. He is a muscle lizard.
Yeah. Holy shit.
Ow.
Well, he
Oh,
cast
well,
it at a higher
use the
level,
cannon.
John.
I forget about the cannon. I forget about the cannon a lot. I
Yeah.
forget I have that.
Wow. Honestly, I forgot he had it too. I was too distracted by punch.
By everything. By the everything happening. There was
By
a lot
the
of
everything.
there was a lot of everything happening on the screen.
Did you notice there were fists everywhere?
There was a lot of fists on that screen. I don't know if you guys
So
caught
many
that,
fists.
but there was a lot of punch happening everywhere at all times.
It was like a college rager.
Yes, yes, that is exactly what that was. Good God, I forgot how difficult this first boss was. And oh, believe me, they don't get any less difficult.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't imagine it. The more
Yeah,
you go
no,
through a
they
game, it should get harder.
They get pretty difficult later on. I believe. Oh nope, I went the wrong way again. Ow. Well, might as well just do this now.
Yep. Just eat it.
Just oh come on. Thank you. Ow. Yeah, the bosses in this game are a challenge. We'll say that much.
It looked like the game also reminded you about the cannon, but it's better against hordes.
Yes, it's much better against Horde because it can kind of mows through them.
It's like a BFG in that way.
Kinda, yeah. Going the wrong way here. So I go this way, and then I go down. And then I go up here, and I can just go this way. Sweet. There we go. That's the direction I wanted to go. And tip number 3.
Well, at least it's not that far from you.
No, the game is pretty forgiving in terms of like once you get to the boss, it's pretty easy to get to the boss again because you're probably
Yeah.
gonna die a lot against them.
And it seems like from the idea, I guess from the meta of the game, which is like in a lot of games you die and you have to respawn whatever. In this game, it seems like it's canonical that when you're about to die or when you do die, the Eldritch God that talked to you to begin with is pulling you back into life. Right?
Yes.
That's why you like have all of your experience and all that kind of stuff.
Yep. Ow.
Watch out for the fist.
Yep. Noted.
Alright, so it looks like each one of those has its own health bar,
Yep.
but they're all tied to the top health bar.
Yes.
Okay.
Ow. Eh.
Oh, so is this Jonathan the Magic Muscular?
Sure.
You know who that is, yeah?
Yes, I do.
Okay. For those of the uninitiated, that is Jonathan Cerna's character from Dungeon Drunks. He ran a game not long ago with Billy Bob Boom and Chipper.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he
Oh,
did.
hell yeah. Love Chipper.
Yeah. That was Jonathan's character from Meanwhile in Barovia.
Mm-hmm.
The your ones.
Marionette?
The Marionette, thank you. And there was a second one, wasn't there?
The Ghost.
The Ghost. Was it just called The Ghost?
The Ghost.
Yeah, was that just the name of another one of the arcs?
Yes.
Was it like The Seer or something?
That was one of them.
Hold on.
That wasn't the one that we did, though.
No, Billy Bob Boom was in A Conclusion Encased in Amber.
Oh, yes, that's right. The Amber Temple.
Yeah. The Ghost was the one with... Oh, yeah, he was in The Ghost, The Marionette, and The Conclusion one.
Ooh.
The other ones were The Beast, where you played as Heinz. And I played as Henrik.
I died again.
And then The Seer... The Seer had Jules, John Sedlak, and Belanda in it. And then there's also The Village.
Yes. Ah, yes, The Village was the last one that Drew ran. I remember he told me about that one.
Drew ran both of those. That also had
Yes.
Jules, John, and Belanda.
Right. Health. Get myself a little bit more health.
Okay.
Whew. Okay.
You do
Did
that.
a little
You
bit
get
better
yourself
that.
some more health.
Did a little bit better that time. Getting better at dodging all of the things.
I know you. I expect you to
All
beat it
of
in
the
no time.
Fists. Hopefully I'll be
All
able
the
to beat it.
fists.
All the fists. Hopefully I'll be able to beat it tonight. Oh, nope. Too far. Ow. Alright. Attempt number 3? 4? Are we on now? I don't remember.
X.
Beware the gong.
Where the gong? What?
The gong, basically, there's a gong sound that goes off whenever there's a horde incoming.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, when you have a bunch of enemies about to pop in, there'll be like a low, very low resonating bong.
Always good to have audio cues.
Yeah. So that way you know you're about to get your ass handed to you. Hi again, I'm back for more. Don't do it, don't put the mask on. Oh, you did it, didn't you? Oh.
Did it. Exact same way every time. He just never learns.
I don't want this. No. Stop with your fist.
Oh yeah, that floatiness is really nice.
It helps a lot.
Yeah, just kind of hop onto it. It's very Cloud Strife thing to do. Then Advent Children, where he just kept on getting bumped up into the air. I haven't watched that in quite a while.
Now, get your fist out of here.
Get your fists out of my face.
Oh, we're going back this way now. Okay, cool. Oh God, no! Oh God, no! There we go.
Nice. Don't forget about your cannon.
Ouch.
Right down for me.
One.
And it's back.
Ooh. What'd you say?
I said it lagged out for me, but it's
Oh,
back.
it lagged out. 2.
Almost there. You got this.
Done.
Very nice. Don't face fear so soon enough. I can make it much easier, though, if you corrupt your abilities. Sorry? What?
So, oh look, we'll be able to answer this one. We'll be able to do this part this game too. So, we're gonna have a very important choice to make now. We have an Elder Shard. We have an Elder Shard. There are 3 possible endings to this game.
Okay.
There is the good ending, the
Not
corrupted
corrupted,
ending,
I imagine. Yep.
the good ending, the corrupted ending, and the middle ground ending.
Okay.
Based
Which is
on
fully
your
corrupted,
decision.
no corrupted, somewhat corrupted?
Yes. So, as of right now, I have a lot of things to spend, so I'm going to do that. Before I get into that next part.
Toll says, got to join my D&D group. Enjoy those Eldritch Gods. Thanks, Toll.
Thanks.
Roll well. Have a great game.
Good luck. Don't die. Okay, armor. Cool. That's... Get a little bit more shield. That's all I'll do for now. So, we have an Elder Shard. And now we have to go to... I believe it's this area.
Big
right
purple
here.
room.
Oh yeah. Big old purple room. So...
To the right, down, and left.
Yes, that is one option. There is also this area. This is the incinerator.
Okay.
Was Gesetz heißt Fieber.
Tisk Waters was an old fool. The Valkyrie contraption was used to destroy Elder Shards. Such profanity will not be tolerated. Ah, so they want us to be corrupted, which makes sense.
Yeah, this guy is a demon. So we can choose to take the Elder Shard and put it in the incinerator and destroy it, therefore not getting the corrupted abilities from it. The other option is to go to any one of those locations and upgrade an ability with corruption.
Okay.
So that's our choice. We can either destroy them or become corrupted. What do you want to do?
Which ending have you done?
I did the not corrupted ending.
Okay. So is that just a bad ending that'll feel terrible if we corrupt ourselves? Or do you think it'll feel satisfying?
The ending refers to the boss you fight. The last boss you fight.
Okay.
So it changes based on your decisions throughout the game. I don't know what happens if you go full corrupted.
Let's do it.
All right.
I normally would never say that, but you've already
Yeah.
experienced the good ending.
Yep.
So why don't we just beast ourselves up?
Yeah.
And, I mean, this person took us and gave us powers, and what better way to say thank you?
True. Let's corrupt ourselves to hell. Corruption! Corrupt motherfucker. Here we come. Come here, you bot. Pop. Let's see what we got here.
As a heads up, it is 9:44.
Yes, so we're going to corrupt ourselves, and we're going to see what we get, because I have no idea what happens. The moves change, though. That much I do know. The move changes based on what you add to it, so I'm really curious to see what happens. So this one is the shield. I believe there's 7 Elder Shards, and there are 7 abilities you get throughout the game, so you get 1 shard per ability.
Okay. Well, I'm now curious what this corrupted stuff is going to be like.
So we'll do the shield first and see what happens. Oh yeah, that's my finisher. I forgot about that. I have a
So that's
finisher.
pretty cool. These are definitely warped and holy shit. These shrines corrupt the frail Valkyrie abilities with an Elder Shard to unlock your true potential.
Oh, this
So
is the
you've
double
been
jump.
collecting the Valkyrie abilities,
Yes.
and you are now corrupting them to be more of this Eldritch God.
Yep. So I'm
Pretty
taking
cool.
I'm taking the Valkyrie's abilities and corrupting them. So this is the double jump. Now we're gonna have a corrupted double jump.
They make it so easy for corruption,
Yeah.
as they should.
I mean, it's easy to destroy them as well.
So Tog was weak.
Whoa!
See what Eldritch power can accomplish. Small sacrifices are nothing in exchange for such strength.
That's so cool.
I mean, that's true, Eldritch Goddess. Yeah, it is cool. We made a good choice. I'm sure this won't bite us in the ass whatsoever.
So, I look badass.
Look badass.
Well, that's cool. This is all new to me, so this is the portion of the game that's gonna be new for both of us. Okay, so that was the first boss, and oh, that's where we have to go next. Is over there. I can't get there yet, so they have to go to the second area,
Okay.
which is all the way to the left. So I'll start making my way over there. Making my way downtown.
That's been a common theme in Critical Role that I've been watching is they keep on bringing up the making the way over there, and it's making a way.
Downtown. I'll get back. Faces past. I'm homebound. Hello.
Yeah, this is basically just picking a warlock, getting the book that speaks to you, and going, okay, sure, yeah. What do
This
you
is
want?
alternate universe Morgan. Yeah, Morgan.
Yeah. Well, Morgan Amberhall's thing is a little weird. Reason being is I never really got into this in lore, but Morgan Amberhall is a character I use for a lot of one-shots. If you listen to TI content, you probably heard him pop up somewhere. He's a monk lock, and his monk stuff is from reading a book you shouldn't have read. And it's very eldritch horror based. It's great old one patron. And the thing with Morgan is he gets his eldritch abilities by a an eldritch creature that is consistently attached to him,
Oh,
but no one can see. His thing is the Weaver, which is a creature in eldritch like make that I made, and I wrote a story around it. And it is basically this large, very strange, odd creature that is one of Nightmares and Horrors that found Morgan after he read the book, wrapped its arm tentacle thing around Morgan's arm. So if you were to look at his arm, you'd see a tentacle wrapping imprint, which is actually the imprint of this tentacle being clamped down. So whenever he does like Eldritch Blast, it's the power of this thing like funneling into him.
I don't think I even knew that. Maybe you told me a while ago. It's just I haven't heard it in a while.
It would have been a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. But The Watcher is the story I wrote on the LIRR one day when I was doing my overnight shifts. And I haven't shared it with anyone yet. Well, I shared it with a couple people just to like proofread and whatever, but I haven't really done anything with it yet. But maybe one day.
I'd like to read it.
Have you not?
I don't think I have.
I think I still have a version on my Google Drive. I think the only thing, like, if I were to write it now, I would definitely fix up some stuff. Because there was a little bit of repetition in there, a little bit of the dialogue felt more... it's weird, because it's told by somebody, but at the same time it felt too casual, if that makes sense. So I would probably need to touch it out, fix it up a bit, until I'm really proud of it.
That's fair.
But I'm happy with the creature that it created out of it. So that's why Morgan uses that. So if he ever gets any abilities that cause him to like teleport or become invisible or fly or something, it would just be this creature like picking him up and moving him around and such.
Interesting. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. It's one of the reasons he's kind of so lighthearted about stuff, is because he just needs to think about happy thoughts because he is constantly not feeling good.
That's fair. That is fair. I'm just gonna go to the next area, which is right over here.
And the monk stuff just comes from like training from his dad.
Oh. What the heck is this? What they're like little corrupted entities.
Yeah, have you not seen these before?
No. What is that?
I wonder if the bosses change because he said he will make things easier for you to get corrupted.
Oh.
So I wonder if
Interesting.
if
you
they're
corrupt
just
yourself,
weaker.
the game actually becomes easier.
Potentially.
Fight less enemies. It's interesting. Yeah, no, I did this like full. I destroyed every single Elder Shard the first time I played, and I got the quote unquote good ending, which influences. Apparently, the last boss you fight will change based off of your decisions. The middle ground is basically, well, it basically works that there's the final boss, and then based on your decisions, there is a secondary final boss.
Gotcha.
Middle ground is, oh, this is Endless Words. I don't want to be here.
I imagine like the good ending is you versing the creature that gave you these abilities.
Yeah, you can pretty much assume that.
Yeah,
so
that
that's
makes
your
sense.
second boss. I have no idea what the second boss is for going full corruption. I assume
I would think
Valkyrie?
probably a Valkyrie.
Yeah, Valkyrie probably.
And then I don't know what the middle ground would be.
Middle ground is just the one boss.
Oh, okay.
It's just the final boss, and that's it. And then I think you become trapped in this land for eternity because of you.
So
You are no longer a complete human. You are partially corrupted.
gotcha. Now with the Valkyrie, like the abilities you get, are you getting them from like just finding Valkyrie stuff, or are you getting them from Valkyries?
I believe just finding the Valkyrie shrines.
Okay. Yeah, which I mean, I guess if you get the stuff in corrupted, it could be the Valkyries returning to be like, you defiled our gifts.
Yeah. Which would be interesting. I'm excited to see that part because I have not done that one yet.
I'm wondering if you get all the corruption and then that final boss is maybe harder because like the rest of the game works easier. So
Well,
maybe
I
that's a
can
harder bit.
say this much, since we're not going to do that ending, and you basically just already guessed the first ending. If you do it the completely good route, you lose your weapon
Oh shit!
because the demon is the weapon you're using to fight everything. So if you have to fight him, you lose him as a weapon, and all of your attacks change.
Interesting. So you need to learn a whole other place.
You have to basically you are given the power of, I believe, of the Valkyries to use.
Interesting.
I'm gonna try and just get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Jesus! Enough!
That was a lot.
Yeah, it just gets insane in this game sometimes, where like the amount of hordes that you fight are just ridiculous. But then eventually you get so strong that you just mow through them like they're nothing.
Especially after being corrupted to all hell.
Oh.
So can you go through these corrupted fountains without a problem now?
I guess so. Normally they push you down, but I don't have. So that's what normally happens.
Yeah.
Is you get pushed down, and because I didn't corrupt it, I didn't have this floaty ability. So now I could just fucking float right through it and have very little issue getting to the other side.
That's pretty cool.
Nifty.
Game legitimately changes based on your decisions.
Yeah. Oh, and I can get higher in some locations.
Interesting.
Oh, you can cheat the game now. That's cool.
Oh, You've unlocked the cheats.
I am in cheat mode now, which makes sense because I'm a corrupt piece of shit. Okay. So it is 9:55 now, and this is
Yes.
where we are going to stop.
All right, this
In
is the
second
start of a new area, right?
I will return to the sanctuary. Yep, I'm going to return to the sanctuary, and I'll start over fresh next time. Or I'll just get here before the next time starts. So, this is Sundered. What do you think of it so far, Josh?
So far, I'm enjoying it more than Hollow Knight. I
figured
feel
that
like
was going to be a
there's,
thing.
yeah, I feel like I legitimately know more of the purpose of why you're doing the stuff you're doing. I love the animation of the boss. I love the style of Hollow Knight. Don't get me wrong; it was gorgeous. But the animation style that they went with this game is very cool, relatively unique. I'm curious to see what other things you'll experience for a new, like the fact that you just made one different decision and you are experiencing a whole other part of the game immediately. That's great.
Everything's different for me now because it changed
Yeah.
so much just based off of one decision,
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
which is really cool.
As usual, I think these games are better if I'm watching you do them. I'm not sure how well I would do with them myself in terms of liking it or progress-wise.
Well,
so,
I have this game. You have access to my Steam library, so if you ever wanted to while I'm at work, if you wanted to play it, you are more than welcome to.
That's true.
If you wanted to give it a try, if you wanted to do a all like destroy the Elder Shards run, feel free. But yeah, I think I'm gonna keep going with this one till the end because I don't think it's as long as Hollow Knight was.
Yeah, I mean, you're already down one boss.
Yeah, there's not as many bosses as there were in Hollow Knight. But this is really good. I love this game. I think it's a really good difference and a really good idea. I thought it was a really good idea to play this to show where different Metroidvanias can kind of like branch off and be different, but still be qualified as the same style of game and encompass the same genre, but have vastly different playstyles and mechanics and everything. But
And for those who may be interested, on Steam right now as part of the summer sale, which ends on July 11th, this is not an ad, I'm just stating what it says on Steam.
it's
It
cheap.
is normally $20, it is currently $5.
Yeah, it's cheap. It's cheap right now. And if you, I believe the multiplayer is couch co-op. If you have people that you want to play with, couch co-op, you can play together.
Very cool.
Yeah. So yes, this is Sundered. I'm gonna keep playing this one through to the end, see how it goes, and then probably have a nice little chat about it. So thank you everybody for joining. I will be back next week on Wednesday, I believe, once we can figure out scheduling with the youngin' around.
Yep.
And
Just keep an eye out on the Twitter at TI_pod or in our Discord, and we will let you know what's going on each day as usual.
Yeah. Thanks for joining me, Josh.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. And I'll talk to y'all later.
Bye.
Bye.